Oh, hey Canada. Hey Georgia. Oh, UK, nice. So let me share my screen with you and let me tell you about my approach. And I draw since I was 10 and well, actually younger, but I went in art school since I was 10 and eventually it brought me to academic degree. And I happened to on flowers because of the pandemic, and I was stuck in my home. I was sitting there very sad, and there was a backyard with the flowers, and which I enjoy so much. And it was literally a year ago, and since that I was able to apply my academic knowledge to such simple and meditational process as botanical drawings. And now I actually organized the art movement called Artfordraw, which basically the idea of it is inspire people to draw and inspired by beauty, because actually I believe that flowers are ultimate, uh, well, not ultimate, but it is a kind of gift from nature that gives us a very good feeling by simple beauty and simple aesthetic. So in July 2020, I took a challenge where when I draw every day. You can find information about it on my channel. And I was actually initially it was mostly about doing something repeatedly, because I believe that it works, and it works. And I also studied Italian artists of the Renaissance, and I applied their techniques on my drawings and experiment with this. And I was actually really impressed with the results. So that's why I invite you on. And now I'm inviting you to my Sunday challenge, which require 3 Sundays. And here how it will work. March 7th. I'll teach you the basics of botanical drawings, what is shade and how to shade right, best ways to pick the right colors, exercise to improve your skills, and we will do small short sketch together. Day 2, March 14. We'll start work with drawing a flower from picture that I'll have for you, and it would be different flowers, and I'll show you how to make composition, choose the proportion and aesthetic, and we'll start the illustration work together. And finally, March 21 of 2021, we'll finish the art illustration and and make um, sketches and make short sketches of real flowers. That way it would be uh, that way you will learn the skills we start that way you will learn that way you will have new skill set and apply it in a more intuitive manner, because with flowers it's really easy to understand what you need to do, you know. So you need simple setup, which is you need to have laptop or computer with big screen, and also your phone or another camera supply that I need to know that will allow me to see what exactly you're doing. So there are multiple tools for it. For example, this kind of tools that I use, that way you will give me a kind of spherical experience. That we will have kind of spherical experience, which gives us an idea of what spherical experience of drawing in a real time. And if you opt for a challenge, if you older than 18 and you're free on Sunday, and you're free on Sunday, so welcome. Okay. The idea is to choose in the beginning to choose the angle. You can play with it, when manipulate. You can rotate it. You can think, and it actually really again it's a really meditational process. So I choose in this video I choose two angles from you. I'm gonna draw the one on the left. You can practice to draw one on the right, and or I mean it's up to you, but I'm gonna the reason why I choose the left one because it's less confusing. So I'm encouraging you to draw it with me. Hope you're ready. Okay, so have your tools handy. Put some paper and start to draw. First, you need to identify the space where you're drawing flowers, and then you kind of very lightly give yourself guidance. So for example, here's where my the top flower will the top tulip will be, and I'm not interested in this petal and the glass. I'm interested in mainly in this dynamic. You can decide otherwise. That's why I share with you the screen, so you can draw it with me. And yeah, so I'm just starting slowly to identify where my flowers are. Then I'm trying to catch all the details of the overall silhouette. I'm very picky with every line because it helps to recognize the difference between every flower. Do not press on the pencil. Hold it lightly. Try to relax actually. That way you connect your mind that perceives image with your hand that expresses it on paper. Let gravity do the work. I'm using H pencil.
There are numerous options and brands, doesn't really matter. As long as you can place graphite on paper and then erase it, it works. Try to catch every detail of the petal contour. The thing about flowers that their shape is very fluid, and every time you look at it, it seems like the shape is changing. So find anchors for your attention. For example, I always looking for angles, and you definitely can do it too. And that way I create a map of the object I draw. In general, I like veins of the flower. It gives a very dramatic and authentic look and delicate movement at the same time in every flower I draw.
Movement.
Relax your hand and let your pencil go free along with the shape you see.
Okay, so when you identify the silhouette, really important to actually look at the details. For example, how this petal and this petal are related. Like, what is this space? How big is this space between flowers? Like, how um, try to cross contour. For example, like if you look at this, like pay attention to this space. Like, what would be the overall contour? Not only like this separate flower or this separate flower, but overall silhouette. Try to catch it, and that way you will catch the right proportions, which is important. So after you identify the silhouette, you just remove.
Erase any line that's not related to the silhouette and what's inside of it.
Lines you don't need right now. And next thing you need to do is actually to see where the shadows are. So the rule is
You need to find the dark side of the flower and shape it.
The way I
And
perceive this
that's
flower,
what I'm
your
doing.
perception could be different, and that's okay. But the way I perceive it, that this flower is the darkest one. Here we see the light. This flower and this flower I see as the lightest one. So what I want to do is actually to find the right shape of the shadow.
The way I shade the flower right now is called blind shading. Because the strokes are not noticeable, you sort of place a fog as a shade. The main rule: your shade should always follow the shape. Again, your shade should always follow the shape you draw. It doesn't matter if it's flower drawing or portrait. If you want to catch the delicacy of the shape, always place the shade along with it. Don't press on pencil. Gently place layer by layer to every petal and then go to the stem. It really reminds me of contouring in makeup sometimes. The same principle. I'm very picky with contrast because the contrast in anything identify identity, and in flower it will show you the character of it. So slowly recognize the shape. It starts appearing in 3D dimension, volume on the paper. And simply by placing shadows, you'll have a visible, realistic effect.
Starting to work with this one. The main rule is do not touch the light part. It's very important to show the transparency, the delicacy of the flower surface. So if you look closely to this petal, you see that the shape is actually not plain, so it has grain. One grain, another one, and like three. It's a little bit cubic, you know. So you need to show this border between these two surfaces and this one. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now by shading it more darker than everything else. And same here. You see this? Like this is very dark because the shape is changing. So what I need to do is actually to shade it and the lightest one. So what I want to do is actually to work with everything that is inside. Without touching the light. These tulips are actually very interesting because generally the color of the tulip is lighter than the green part. Here's kind of other way around. So. Slowly go into the leaves. It's okay if it would be a little bit different.
So, basically, this is the initial step of the flower drawing we are going to have on Sunday. Then you place colors and outline them with a pen to make it look more graphic and elegant. The idea is to have an illustration complete, and this is the very first step you always need to take. So, what we're going to do next? Come join me this Sunday on the drawing challenge. And after I finish this session, I'm going to complete this drawing to give you an idea of what we're going to learn how to draw. This challenge is mainly for adults because we're basically exercising our will and patience. For kids, it could be challenging. If you're not ready to participate yet, that's alright, because you can train your skills with this initial exercise. It is very practical to practice. If you are ready and willing to learn, you are welcome.
The idea is to actually have artwork from start to finish, and that's why I divide the work on steps when we kind of collaborating one day, and then we try to like we're practicing our techniques, then we start developing our skills a little bit more with actual flower, and then in the end we do flower sketching, which allow you to practice what you actually learn. And I after I pre-record this video set, I actually finished the flower drawing. So that's the final the final sketch you should have. Like the idea of layering uh, every technique you use is very powerful at this point, and I learned it from studying Renaissance. So join me this Sunday, I guess. Here's the link once again, and the tickets will be available till Saturday, and I'm really excited about this challenge. And hear me out. The main difference between me and any other drawing courses you might take, because I'm gonna do it anyway. I already decided. So and I already have kind of flowers in my head that I want to practice. And if you're ready, sign up for a challenge. And thank you for joining me today. Thank you for allowing me to share with you my experience. And let's draw something together. Have a great rest of the week. Ciao, ciao.